Have you ever tried a trendy diet and thought, well, this is a bit rubbish, or followed a strange food fad that turned out to be utter nonsense? Well, if you have, then this is the video for you. I've been in the fitness and coaching industry for a long time now, and I've experimented with most diets. And also, if I'm really honest, I used to believe in some pretty embarrassing things. Like sugar was toxic. But eating high-fat foods like butter and loads of avocados turned you into this massive body fat burning machine. See, while I'm talking about high-fat foods, let's talk about how I trained for an Ironman doing keto and some of the things I learned which made me a better cyclist. About 10 years ago, I went fully keto to train and complete an Ironman. I followed the MAF Ironman training principle, which is low intensity training and lots of high fat food, keeping carbohydrates super low. To be honest, I felt pretty okay on keto. I trained pretty okay on it and sort of enjoyed the restrictive challenge of eating that way. And my Ironman time of just over 10.5 hours was pretty okay too. But it wasn't until I ditched triathlon and transformed into a fully fledged cyclist that I realised that something wasn't quite right. Yeah, I could ride for ages, no problem, but my all-out sprint and my ability to put loads of power down through the crank was pretty horrendous. In fact, it was pretty non-existent. To start off with, I thought, well, it's because I haven't been doing a lot of high-intensity efforts. But when I started putting them back into training, I realised that actually they weren't that good either. And it started making me wonder, was I getting too old? Just maybe I didn't have it anymore. I couldn't work it out at all, and it got me slightly worried. So I jumped on a call with one of my mates, who's a brilliant coach and nutrition guru. And after a very lengthy chat, he told me to start eating a lot more carbs. What I needed to aim for was between 5 and 10 grams of carbohydrate per kg of body weight. A week later, I was winning Sign Pro sprints like I'd been taking EPO all my life. Stick with me and I'll tell you the main reasons for that later on. There were other added benefits of ditching the keto diet, and what I've discovered was that I had more choice with the foods that I ate. Meals were way more exciting, easier to cook, and bread was back on the menu. Fast forward to where I spent a year studying evidence-based nutrition and putting that into practice with the cyclists and athletes I coach. From experience, this is what I understand to be the most effective diet that anyone can stick to. And that is a calorie-controlled diet, high in protein, while eating enough carbohydrate to power hard training that is mainly focused on natural whole foods without demonizing anything, unless, of course, you're allergic to it, sensitive to it, it doesn't fit your belief systems, or you hate it. You see, the thing to remember is that calories drive weight control. Macronutrients drive your body composition, so protein being the key driving force, while eating a broad range spectrum of whole foods drive your health because of boring things like micro and macronutrients, pre and probiotic fibers. It's pretty straightforward, and being consistent with this way of dieting and eating foods means that you can have some fun foods in your diet and still be in great shape and in great health, and importantly, not be that boring who sits at dinner parties saying, oh, I can't eat that. Remember I said that I'd tell you the main reason why carbs win hands down over other macronutrients? Well, it's because they are easily oxidized into energy and require a lot less oxygen for this to happen, aka way more efficient fuel, aka rocket fuel. Righty, that's it for this week. Want to go even deeper into the foods that will help you cycle faster and recover quicker? Find out exactly what you should be eating in terms of fats, carbohydrates and proteins? Then I made a video that you need to watch, well, here.